Good morning to all of you, respected dignitaries, and all my participant friends. Myself, roll number 24, Dr. Rathod PM. Today, I am presenting the seminar on the principle of mathematics in nature, that is, the relation of mathematics with nature. Next, if we clear observe the nature, we can assume that everything in nature is in the relation of mathematics. That's why the great mathematician Euclid said that the laws of nature are but the mathematical thoughts of God. Next
slide.
Here I am representing the mathematics in nature. In our daily life, mathematics is around us. As we discover more about our environment, we describe the mathematics. The flowers, tree, rocks are different aspects of mathematics. We can see mathematics at microscopic level in the sense of crystallography. Next,
Next slide.
I focus that the relation of mathematics with nature by the following some aspects. Number 1, geometrical shapes, symmetry, Fibonacci spiral, the golden ratios, and last, fractals. Now, first aspect, the geometrical shapes. Geometry is the branch of mathematics that describes such shapes. For example, Earth is the perfect shape for minimizing the pull of gravity on our edge. Next, let's take the examples of volcanoes. When lava comes out, it spreads and forms the shape cone. Next, another example of geometrical shape is parallel lines, that is, the lines which stretch to infinity. The example of parallel lines in the nature is the Australian desert. They are parallel dunes. Now, next, Fibonacci spiral. Fibonacci spiral is another mathematical terms which relate mathematics with nature. If we construct a series of squares with lengths equal to the Fibonacci numbers 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, etc., and trace a line through the diagonals of each square, it forms a Fibonacci spiral. Many examples of the Fibonacci spiral can be seen in nature, including the chambers of a Nautilus shell. Next, here we see that in the flower, spiral again repeated. Next, see here, this is the example of spiral shape. Next, also in this pineapple, C. Spiral shape. Next, this is also phenobepy shape present in plants. Next, now second aspect, symmetry. Symmetry is everywhere you look in nature. Symmetry is when a figure has two sides that are mirror images of one another. It would then be possible to draw a line through a picture of the object, and along either side the image would look exactly the same. This line would be called as a line of symmetry. There are two types of the symmetries. Number one, bilateral symmetry, and second, radial symmetry. Next, bilateral symmetry is the bilateral symmetry in which an object has two sides that are mirror images of each other, and the human body would be an excellent example of a living being that the bilateral symmetry. Next, butterfly, human body, leaf is also the best examples of the bilateral symmetry. Next, there is another type of symmetry is radial symmetry. This is the where there is a center point and numerous lines of symmetry could be drawn. Radial symmetry is rotational symmetry around a fixed point known as the center. Radial symmetry can be classified as either cycle. Cycle symmetries are represented with the notation Cn, where n is the number of rotations. Each rotation will have an angle of 360 divided by n degree. For example, an objective having C3 symmetry would have 3 rotations of 120 degrees. Dihedral symmetry is different from cycle once in that they have reflections symmetries in addition to rotational symmetry. Dihedral symmetries are represented with the notation Dn, where n represents the number of rotations as well as the number of reflection mirrors present. Each rotation angle will be equal to 360 divided by n degrees, and the angle between each mirror will be 180 divided by n degrees. An object with D4 symmetry would have our rotation each of 90 degrees and 4 reflection mirrors with each angle. Next, here let's see the example of radial symmetry. Next, also the spider is the example of radial symmetry. Next, now a star piece provided us with a dihedral 5 symmetry. Not only do we have 5 rotations of 72 degrees each, but we also have a 5 line of reflection. Next, the golden ratio. Another mathematical term which rotates nature in golden ratio. Golden ratio means the rotation of consecutive numbers in the Fibonacci sequence. The aesthetically appealing ratio is found in much human architecture and plant life. A golden spiral formed in a manner similar to the Fibonacci spiral can be found by tracing the seeds of a flower from the center outwards. Next, the Fibonacci spiral can be found by the tracing the seeds of a sunflower from the center outwards. Next, fractals. A fractal is a never-ending pattern. Fractals are infinitely complex patterns that are self-similar across different scales. They are created by repeating a simple process over and over in an ongoing feedback loop. Driven by recursion, fractals are images of dynamic systems. The picture of chose. Next, see here, this is the example of. Now in this picture, this is the example of fractal. या पानात आपल्याला हीच फ्रॅक्टलची गणिती क्रिया आपल्याला पाहायला मिळते. त्याचप्रमाणे आपल्या हाताची फिंगरप्रिंट पण एक प्रॅक्टिकल आहे जी पुन्हा पुन्हा एकच पॅटर्न दाखवते. नेक्स्ट, नाउ lastly we conclusion that mathematics is the everywhere in this universe. We seldom note it. We enjoy nature and are not interested in going deep about what mathematical idea is in it. Mathematics expresses itself everywhere in almost every facet of life, in nature all around us. Thank you.